AVV Nation, all of YouTube, what's going on? It's Patrick with VectorVest, back with you once again to get your week started to help you guys be prepared for this upcoming week. This is an extremely important week for the markets because there is a lot of macroeconomic data to be released that could have an impact and give us some insight on which way this market really wants to start heading. So if you're ready to make sure that you're prepared for the week, as always, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and let's jump right into it here today. All right, welcome back, VV Nation. So as I stated at the very beginning, we have a lot of major economic news that gets released this week that you need to be aware of, so that way you can stay on top of things and not get caught off guard. Today's video, I'm going to try to keep it short because that's the VectorVest way, is to simplify things so that way you have all the information that you need to make your investing faster, smarter, and quicker than anywhere else out there. So real quick, starting off in investing.com, let's take a look at the headlines that we have coming out here this week. So today's Monday, we're going to skip over that. Tomorrow, we have a lot of manufacturing PMI data to come out, plus the JOLTS job openings data at 10 o'clock Eastern. So that is definitely a time frame around that 10 o'clock time frame that you need to be paying close attention to how the markets are reacting. After that, we have Wednesday, which Wednesday is going to be the biggest day of the week because we have non-farms ADP employment data, plus at 2 o'clock Eastern, we have the FOMC statement and the Fed interest rate decision. As always, come hang out with me on right here on the VectorVest YouTube channel for our afternoon market action on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. We'll be covering it live, the rate decision and how the market's reacting. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. But then on Thursdays, we still have some major economic news. The week isn't over yet. We have initial jobless claims coming out at 8:30 a.m. Plus, once again, a lot more trade and PMI data to be released for the week. Then Friday is relatively light, but we still have jobs data, employment data, once again at 8:30 with the non-farms payroll for the month of October. So that is definitely something you want to be paying close attention to, as well as another Fed member speaking at 10 a.m. Eastern as well. So to quickly recap, the three main things you really need to be focused on this week is the PMI data coming out, the Fed interest rate decision that releases on Wednesday at 2 o'clock Eastern, also all the different data points coming in for the employment and jobless claims data that we have this week. These are all going to be major drivers to really help us get a sense of which way this market's starting to head from here. So now let's go ahead, jump right into the graphs to get a better visual of what kind of impact this can have. All right, so now we're looking at the VectorVest composite. If you're not familiar with this, maybe you're not already a VV Nation member, the VectorVest composite is an arithmetic indexed average of about 9,200 stocks that we track in the US markets. This gives you a better representation on what's actually going on in the market because it's not just looking at small subsets of the market like the Dow's 30, the Nasdaq's 100, or the S&P's 500, but it's taking into account 9,200 stocks. And looking at the market over the last year, no surprise, as we can see, it's been a steady decline here. Well, we can see a little bit of a lift off the most recent lows, but we still have this pattern of lower highs and lower lows by the most basic definition, putting us in a downtrend. Now, when could we see that potentially change? Let's go ahead into the upper left, and I'll use an extended line here and connect the highs. And as we can see, we still have some room to go before we retest this downtrend that we've been in over the course of the last year. But on a positive note, one of the things the chart's showing us is that we may have more upside potential than downside risk at this stage. What I mean by that is we do see a bullish divergence with the price of the overall market and the MACD and even DPO down here at the bottom. So as you can see, once again, we have the price moving lower. You can see the trend line we have on here, but looking at the DPO over the same time frame, we have higher lows being created as price is moving lower. And also on the MACD here at the bottom, we have higher lows being created once again. Therefore, what this is indicating is that as we hit that most recent low right here over the course since most of October, the momentum to the downside is starting to wane. And that could be an early indication that the direction of the overall market may be starting to change. Now, a lot of this is going to depend on what the Fed says and what the data shows this coming week, which is why we wanted to make sure you guys out there are all prepared for this week. Now, as always, if you want to stay on top of this on a regular basis, make sure to sign up for the trial right now in the comment section down below. And that way you can stay on top of this with the daily color guard report that we do for you Monday through Friday. And it's a short, quick video recapping what's going on in the market today, what to expect for tomorrow, what news you need to be aware of, and how to prepare yourself for the next trading day. In essence, we make sure our subscribers never get caught off guard with anything going on in the market. So looking at it once again, getting back into the chart, we have the price steadily moving lower. We have this downtrend line that we need to see retested, and we need to see it break out. If we break out above this downtrend line, that would give confirmation for the bullish divergence we're seeing over the last 3 to 4 months or so as the price has been moving lower, but yet our technical indicators such as the detrended price oscillator, the DPO, and the MACD, standing for moving average convergence divergence, are starting to hit those higher lows. Also on a side note, looking at the MACD here at the bottom, we can see the MACD line is greater than the signal line, which indicates a short-term uptrend currently going on with the overall market. Well, markets have been rallying over the last couple of weeks, so that makes sense. But from a longer-term perspective, we can see the MACD line and signal line are close to crossing above that level of 0, which would indicate a new longer-term uptrend starting to form. Now, if we can see those cross above that level of 0, we can see us break above that downtrend line. That could be the earliest signs that we're starting to see the market really starting to reverse, and maybe a new bull run could be coming into the market. So that's why you need to pay attention to the news this week and stay on top of things like we do here at VectorVest. So once again, let me know your thoughts down below, what you expect for this week. I think it's definitely going to be an interesting roller coaster ride for the most part, but I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. So let me know down in the comments below once again. So until next time, it's been my pleasure being with you guys. Don't forget, as I stated earlier, come hang out with me at 2 o'clock Eastern on the VectorVest YouTube channel for our AMA. Also tomorrow, we do have our first session of the week for week 2 of our Trading for Charity event where we're raising money for Levine Children's Hospital. So come hang out, learn how to trade, and help raise money for a great cause, which once again is Levine Children's Hospital. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Now on that, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Be careful this week, and until next time, toodles.
Yeah.